There are silent brain attacks happening while you sleep, and you don't even know it. Doctors are finally connecting the dots. If you're over 60, this is about the tiny, hidden fires that burn your memory circuits. It's like a silent fire that destroys a room, brick by brick, from the inside. We're talking about mini-strokes and brain inflammation. Irritable This is the reason why some mornings you wake up feeling like your brain is wrapped in fog. You have to know the 3 everyday foods that are fueling this. If you start your day with that classic American coffee and a donut, you need to listen closely. This isn't just about forgetfulness, it's about preventing what doctors call silent brain attacks. This is how the brain breaks down after 60. You might not notice it at first, but it's there. If you feel tired lately, a little fuzzy, maybe forgetting why you walked into a room, I want you to know you're not alone. This isn't just getting old, it's a signal. Your brain is giving you a warning. You see, the silent attacks often start with subtle symptoms we ignore. A little confusion, a bit of low energy, the struggle to find the right word. We spend our whole lives working hard, putting in the hours, turning the wheel. We deserve to keep the clarity and independence we earned, but we have to protect the brain against these hidden threats. Let me show you what that looks like in real life. Think about Patricia. She's 65, a retired history teacher from Arizona. Sharp, funny, the kind of person who always knew the answer to everything. Patricia loved hosting a Sunday potluck for her family and friends. That was her ritual. But lately, the recipes were getting mixed up. She'd put salt where the sugar should be. She started calling her daughter to ask for the same family story 3 times in 1 week. Her doctor said it was just stress, but her family saw the slow change. She was getting confused, agitated. That sharp wit was fading into a kind of gentle fog. The worst part? She didn't even realize the sweet snacks and processed foods she was serving at the potluck were actively fueling the problem. Those tiny little hits, day after day, were adding up to the big ones. The silent brain attacks. They were stealing her mental clarity and her independence. Here's one that surprised even me. List of 3 foods. 1. The healthy cereal that spikes your blood sugar. Most cereals marketed to us are a disaster for the brain. Don't be fooled by the whole grain label. It's simple. When you eat a bowl of refined carbs, your body floods with sugar. For the brain, this is a crisis. The Wexner Medical Center calls these glucose spikes gasoline on an invisible fire. The sudden sugar surge causes immediate silent inflammation in your blood vessels. Over time, it builds up until something breaks, often at night, often without warning. That's how this common breakfast habit can raise your silent stroke risk. Here's the next one that hides in plain sight. 2. The vegetable oil that's oxidizing your brain cells. Think about that big jug of cooking oil sitting in your pantry. If it's a cheap vegetable oil, like corn, soy, or canola, it's full of something called omega-6 fatty acids. We need some, yes, but the American diet is drowning in them. They are highly unstable. When heated, they create byproducts that attack your cells. The National Institutes of Health has linked this imbalance to oxidative stress, the literal rusting of your brain. For the brain, this is a silent fire, the kind that ends in confusion or worse. It disrupts the signal lines of your memory. It's used in almost every processed food, every bag of chips, and every restaurant meal. Even in that local, friendly American diner you love. You know, the one with the front porch and the old-school menu. It's unavoidable if you don't cook at home. It's more common than people think, that feeling of your mental edge slipping. It's why we have to talk about this. If you're ready to protect your mind and fight back against these hidden threats, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's keep your clarity and independence safe together. 3. The diet soda trap and what it does to your gut-brain axis. A lot of us switch to diet sodas thinking we're avoiding the sugar problem. But those artificial sweeteners? They're just trading one problem for another. They confuse your brain, and they destroy your gut bacteria. Your gut is often called the second brain for a reason. They talk to each other. When your gut is inflamed and unbalanced by these chemicals, your brain feels the pain too. The Journal of Gerontology has published research showing that this inflammation is a direct path to mental fatigue and poor decision-making. It means the artificial flavors you're drinking for a treat are raising the real risk of a silent brain attack. It's like turning off the GPS system for your memory. Over time, you just get lost. Here's the simple shift you need to make today. It's important you know the truth. These are not just health theories. The American Heart Association confirms that inflammation caused by diet is a primary driver for vascular dementia. This is the scientific mechanism behind your struggle with words and names. The foods we've talked about create inflammation, which causes the tiny blood vessels in your brain to narrow or clog. That's the definition of a silent brain attack, a lack of oxygen and blood flow. Ask your doctor for a blood test to check your C-reactive protein. It's a simple marker for this internal fire. It's time to take this seriously. So what happens when you take these out? Imagine waking up with that clear, bright feeling again. It's like the fog has finally lifted, and the sun is shining directly on your thoughts. You feel steady, confident. You remember the small details that make life rich. You can stroll through the local farmer's market and remember every item on your list. You have the energy to spend quality time with your grandchildren without feeling drained. It's not about being 20 again. It's about having the sharp, focused mind you need to truly enjoy the freedom and wisdom you've earned. If that's what you want, here's what to do next. Look, protecting your brain after 60 isn't about extreme diets. It's about making small, mindful choices every single day. It's about knowing the invisible dangers and choosing the right ingredients for your long, vibrant life. Your future self is depending on you to take action right now. Don't let a silent enemy steal your clarity, your memory, or your years of independence. Protect your mind and the life you've earned. You may never notice a silent brain attack until one morning you can't remember your own address. Don't keep this to yourself. Someone you know could be at risk. Share this video with your family today.